Hello lovely flowery friends, how are you all? It's a gorgeous sunny summer's day here today, which would be the most perfect day for a sunny summer wedding. But sadly, as you know, because due to the coronavirus, all weddings have been cancelled this year, which has left me feeling like I haven't made a bride's bouquet for such a long time. So I thought today would be the perfect day to do it because I've got the most gorgeous smorgasbord of summer blooms, and it also coincides nicely with British Flowers Week. British Flowers Week is an annual celebration of the variety of British cut flowers, plants and foliage available around the country. Isn't it time that we thought more about flowers in the way we increasingly do about food, valuing seasonal, fresh, locally grown and some of the more unusual varieties? And I'm lucky enough to have two fabulous growers nearby. That's Flower and Farmer at Guilsborough and Anna Brown Flowers down there in Wardington. They can offer beautiful flowers, and the advantage is that they are totally seasonal, they're cut fresh from the field and they're grown, not flown, so reducing air miles, which is much kinder to the environment. So I've got a nice selection here on the table in front of me, so I'm just going to start making this beautiful ami. It's so light and airy. Okay, I'm just going to hold these together. Some of these gorgeous sweet peas at the back. The other thing you have to think about too is the size of the bride, because if she's got a very petite figure, she doesn't want a great big clunky bouquet that's going to actually dwarf her. And the other thing I'm always pay a lot of attention to is the shape of the dress, so that it enhances the shape of that as well. So lots of things to take into consideration. On the other hand, you want to be able to maintain that very loose, open style. And flowers like this that have a bit of a wonky head, I don't reject them. I just think, well, how can I best get that to fit into the bouquet to make the most of that beautiful shape? And also placing things so they're not all at the same height. I really like that one there. And there's a lot of pulling things out and a lot of putting things back in again, and then a lot of pulling things out again. I mean, look at that. It's still got the little hips on it. That's a real bonus. I've got 3 in 1. Gorgeous grasses, there's so much movement in them. So this is how it's building up. I'm getting quite a bit of shape. If I change it to the other hand, you can see I'm starting to get the shape. And at the moment, nothing's really going where I want it to, and I don't want to just keep pushing things in. I really want to be able to see the beauty of each of these individual flowers, because don't forget, this bouquet is going to be mightily photographed and they'll be looking at for years to come. So we want to be able to actually see the flowers in the bouquet. Okay, so I have to turn it round again or I can't see.
tubing.
Lovely, lovely shape. Couldn't resist that one. Beautiful campanula, and it's delicate, little purpley blue petals, real June flower. It's just a case of keep your eye on everything, because it's the same old thing. While you're pushing one thing in, something else is beginning to move. But I'm getting quite a nice shape here. It does take a long time to build these bouquets up. I keep pushing, the foliage keeps pushing itself up, and I keep pushing it down, because although I quite like having a bit of foliage, I don't want that to be centre stage. It's coming together. Put that there. I think I'm going to let that campanula shine on this side, and then thread the bluey purple through to the other side, because I quite like the mass of pink I'm getting in the movement of the grasses and the ami on that side. I'm just going to layer a bit more blue without actually losing the shape of this lovely, this lovely foxglove. I think I need a little bit more just background material. It's lovely alchemella. So my favourite little seed head is going to go in here. And what I would probably do, these are so gorgeous, this is the sort of thing that I'd also put into the groom's buttonhole. I do like the groom to exclusively have certainly some of the flowers that the bride has in her bouquet. So every time I thread something in, I'm sort of loosening my hand, leap of faith that the whole lot doesn't fall through. It's just looking for the gaps, looking for the balance. Making sure that the colours and the different flowers are threading themselves through, but that each one of them is singing for its supper. I do love this, absolutely love it, and the fact that that then echoes the shape. There. Okay, well, these have been in my hot hand for long enough, and as they're little summer flowers, they're beginning to look a little bit the worse for wear, so I need to get it tied and cut and put in some fresh water to revive it for a little while before I tie the ribbons on. These are dyed silk ribbons that I make myself. They're dyed with natural plant dyes, and I supply these with all the bouquets. So we could use 2 plain colours, or I absolutely love these. These are some of the other ones I use, which I'll undo one and show you. These have been eco-dyed, which means using a variety of petals, leaves, little extracts of all sorts of things, which are applied to the ribbon and then rolled up and steamed to transfer the colour from the natural ingredients onto the silk. So these have got some quite spectacular leaf prints on them, and they are actually from the same geranium that we've used in the arrangement. So I think that's rather a nice synergy, that actually the leaves that are printed on there match the leaves in the bouquet. Okay, so I'm going to let these flowers have a drink for an hour or so, and then we'll tie some ribbons on and go out in the garden. Hope the sun's still shining, and we can show you what the different ribbons look like, how they complement the bouquet. So we'll see you in a while. So here I am, the blushing bride, with my beautiful bouquet of summer flowers. Anyway, we've got the bundle dyed eco printed ribbon on this time for you to have a little look at. Breeze is nicely taking it along, but then she's going to be holding it every which way. So just got lots of lovely movement in here, and it's maintained that light airiness for all those photographs. Here we are, blushing bride number 2, with the plain silk ribbons, 2 of them in slightly contrasting colours, but very much matching up with that astrantia and the general sort of hues and tints and tones in the bouquet. So we're holding it here loose. I'm just going to put it up against the backdrop. So all that's left to say is that if you'd like any further information about where to find flowers, or about British Flowers Week, or about my silk ribbons, which I do sell if anybody's interested in them, then you can always contact me on 079 337 36988, or find me on Instagram or Facebook at Garden Gate Rugby, or you can go to my website, which is gardengaterugby.co.uk. And as ever, I've had a lovely time. Can't wait to welcome you back into the studio at some point when it's safe, but until then, it's bye-bye from me. Bye everybody.